reading is going to be for the collective or the divine masculine here. So only take the part that resonates and discard the rest, because it only means that this is not your reading at this time. This is a general. If this video resonates with you guys, please like, share, subscribe to this channel. Leave me a comment, please. So let's tap into the divine masculine's energy here. Let's see what's going on with the divine masculine. See, that's upside down. Wait a minute. Rotating device. Okay. I'm going to have to do it like this. All right, so we're checking in with the divine masculine. Hello, everyone. Thank you so kindly for stopping by. I'm not going to be checking out the chat as much. I will look in every once in a while, because I'm going to start blocking, I'm sure, because a lot of crazy energy is out here. So we're going to tap into the divine masculine and see what's going on in the divine masculine's life in this current energy here. We know that the divine masculine has been going through some things because of life. You know, we all have to learn. And the divine masculine is no exception to the rule. Everyone has to get it together one way or the other. Hold on, because I'm going to turn my music on. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so let's check in and see what's going on with the divine masculine. I got a couple of different decks here, but we're going to start off with the Romance Angel Oracle cards here for the divine masculine. I hope everyone is doing absolutely amazing here on this beautiful, abundant day, because today is what we make it be, and we're speaking abundance in every area here. So, all right, divine masculine. So divine masculine is going through some deception at this current time. It says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So this divine masculine is still dealing in deception energy here when it comes to romance and love here. So this could be deception towards divine feminine, or this is just the deception energy that's divine masculine is constantly in. Make the effort here. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I feel like this divine masculine wants to come towards the divine feminine, but they full of shit in this deception energy. And so, you know, the Most High may have blocked this connection here. So this divine masculine is deceptive, even though he's wanting to reach out to divine feminine at this time. Attraction here. So the divine masculine still has a lot of passion and is still extremely attractive to the divine feminine. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully here. I feel like this divine masculine yearns for their divine feminine, but they just got so much crap going on in their life here. It's very toxic, because this deception energy is like they're not even being true to themselves here. Reconciliation, but it's in reverse here. So see, this divine masculine is not coming towards divine feminine because they're deceptive, and the Most High, the Spirit, knows that they're not ready. They're not ready for this divine union with divine feminine here. Give me some more energy for the divine masculine, please. What's going on with divine masculine? Calling in your soulmate here. So this divine masculine is yearning for divine feminine because they're trying to manifest, and they don't even realize that that's what they're doing. It's just that they're thinking so intently about this connection with divine feminine that they're actually trying to manifest divine feminine. See, you got soulmate here. They're trying to call divine feminine back in here, but they're not ready. This divine masculine is not ready. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. I don't feel like this divine masculine knows how to give up control, because they have to control the narrative, because a lot of times they're not healed and they have a lot to hide. They be trying to hide stuff here. So let's see what's going on in this divine masculine. life here. Spirit, show me the divine masculine. What's going on with the divine masculine spirit that we need to know at this time? Show me the divine masculine. All right, let's see. Obsessing over you. See, this divine masculine is obsessing over divine feminine here. Ain't that something? They got all this negative energy going on, even though I see why they are obsessing over divine feminine, because they're low-key manifesting her. Because they're calling divine feminine in and they're obsessing over divine feminine, even though there's not a reconciliation, because that's in reverse. And it's because this divine masculine here, you got sex. So this divine masculine is thinking about sex. They're obsessing over divine feminine sex. Ooh, this is why you got the attraction card here, because this divine masculine is feeling for the divine feminine in a sexual, intimate way here. Ooh, I heard that. That's typical divine masculine here. Regretful. So this divine masculine is feeling the loss. He's regretful. He or she is regretful here. They're regretful that they were deceptive here in this connection. And I feel like the reason why they were deceptive is because they had other things going on here, as usual. Pregnancy. So see, this divine masculine could have had a pregnancy from divine feminine here. This is the deception that the divine masculine, for some of you, this is the deception. This divine masculine regrets being deceptive because they had someone pregnant. But you guys are not together. So this divine masculine is obsessing over divine feminine at this time. Ooh, the divine masculine loves divine feminine. They're in love still with divine feminine. Yes, they are here. But some of the divine masculines are dealing with drug addictions here. That could be part of the deception. They could have been, you know how you get full, you know how you date someone and you have to drink, you got to do drugs or whatever just to get in, to have sex or just be loose. Either this divine masculine has always had a drug addiction and they hid it, they were deceptive. It's just like this divine masculine hid a lot of things from divine feminine. They hid that they had a drug addiction. They hid someone being pregnant here. For a lot of these divine masculine, they even hid that they were in love with divine feminine. They hid their emotions here, but now they're regretting it because all they do is think about divine feminine. See, this was a very, very toxic connection. This was extremely toxic, and it was toxic because the divine masculine was deceptive. It's like the divine masculine was deceptive because whoever this divine masculine is, they got some type of drug addiction. They're regretting that they were toxic and that they hid someone being pregnant. Although they're energetically wanting to come forward and to make the effort, they find you extremely attractive because look, they're obsessing over you and sex. They're obsessing over divine feminine and sex. See? They're obsessing over the sex of divine feminine because they are in love still with divine feminine. Just because they ain't shit and they ain't getting their shit together. See, a lot of times you're not hearing from these divine masculines because they are ashamed. It's like the saying says, you made your bed, you got to lay in it. Now they know that they have to lay in this because it's like when you first met this person, to your knowledge, they didn't have all of this shit going on. Now that you're not with this person, look like they went from bad to worse. Hell no, you don't want that. Who would want that? Now all they can do is obsess about your sex. Ooh, ain't that some shit? Because they're still in love with you in this love energy here. Even though it's toxic, the toxic come in because this divine masculine had other connections dealing with low vibrational lifestyles here, dealing with a lot of different karmics and different third-party relationships. Yet all they're doing is thinking about divine feminine because you guys are soulmates. You got your calling in your soulmate and your soulmate card. So this is what this divine masculine fighting here. So whatever's going on in this divine masculine's life, it's fighting. Now, some divine masculines hid, were deceptive about a pregnancy here. And whoever they got pregnant, I feel like all they do is fight because their relationship is extremely toxic. So It's like the divine masculine will come into the divine feminine and to recharge, so to speak, and then go right on back to that toxic ass relationship and build something. So this divine masculine, started out probably having some type of sexual relationship, ended up producing a child. Now they stuck in this toxic ass low vibrational energy fighting. And all they do, and I guarantee they're laying next to this baby mama, but they're obsessing over divine feminine's love and divine feminine's love messing around with third party. This person was messing around with a third party and got them pregnant. And they hid it from you here. This is why some of these divine masculines don't want to come back, because like I say, their situation is worse. You was dealing with the stuff that you knew about, but now since this time of separation, they done went on and just got loose, and now they're very, very toxic here. Look, toxic woman, see? They're with some toxic woman, which is a baby mama, because they was just messing around. See, they started off messing around, this third party here, they started off messing around. But then they got this toxic woman pregnant. Now all they do is fight. That's all they do is fight. Meanwhile, the divine masculine is obsessing over divine feminine love and sex. They're obsessing over divine feminine's love and sex. This is what they're obsessing over, love and sex. But they're regretful, because I feel like they love it, but I feel like this person was deceptive, because like I said, somebody's divine masculine. Hey, just Scorpio, nice to see you, love. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. So I feel like for whoever divine masculine this is, your person has a drug addiction. This is why a lot of times your divine masculines have these smooth swings and they get ghost on you. They be on dope, and then when they get on that dope or whatever they doing, then they go out there and they start messing around, probably ain't using condoms, just living risque-ish. But this particular divine masculine hooked up with a toxic woman and got them pregnant. So they're fantasizing about divine feminine. They're trying to manifest you back. They're obsessing over you. They're obsessing over your love and your sex, but they're regretting being deceptive to you, divine feminine here. So let's see. Let me pull a couple more cards for this divine masculine here. Spirit, what's going on with this divine masculine? It's the same old stuff, because the overall energy is letting go of control issues. See, this divine masculine did a lot of manipulation because they wanted their cake and eat it too, because this divine masculine, which is like a lot of divine masculines, they always have third party situations going on. They don't even tell you that they already got a chick. They don't tell you that they either married or that they got a baby mama who's probably pregnant, that they taking a break. Usually when you meet your divine masculine, it's not by chance, it's orchestrated. But it seems like it happens around the time when they done got into a fight, things then blew up, because they go back and forth, them and the karmic. And then when they cool out, we be meeting folks who really on breaks. But when we get to triggering them, because we know, because the truth start coming out, then they can't handle the truth, and then they go back to the karmic, and then whatever situation they was in, when they go back, it's like enhanced, it's like tripled. It's like even worse, because they keep, it's not like you're going back to very positive, uplifting, like divine feminine energy. See, they run from divine feminine's energy because they know that they're going to be held accountable. It's like we're going to trigger each other here. Okay, just Scorpio. Honey, most of them can't even handle 2 cakes. They barely can handle 1 cake, especially if it's a Scorpio cake, okay? So that's on them. They just can't handle it. And it's because a lot of times they don't want to heal. It's some things that they don't want to address. But I feel like this divine masculine here, see a toxic man, see your divine masculine is toxic. See, they done became a toxic crew. You got the toxic man and you got the toxic woman. So for some of the divine masculines, they were the karmic, and they done been with their karmic so long that they the toxic couple. They the toxic man and the toxic woman here. They're stuck with this person, so all they do is fight. This is all they do is fight. This toxic man, this toxic woman, this toxic man is the divine masculine, but they met a toxic woman and they got them pregnant. Now all they do is fight. Because divine feminine not around. Now all this divine masculine can do is call divine feminine back in. See, calling in your, look, you got calling in your soulmate and soulmate for divine masculine, but you have reconciliation is in reverse. This is in reverse. Divine masculine, divine masculines, they're not trying to come back. They want to, they're thinking about it. That's all they do is think about it, but they know they shit is too bad now. They coming back with bigger problems. They coming back, they thinking about divine feminine, but I'm telling you, they will come back with problems that they didn't have when you first was with them. And some of them are afraid of that because it's not fair. It's not fair for you to come dump all that crap on divine feminine. Divine feminine ain't did all of that. Divine femmes have been healing and elevating here. And it's just something about the divine feminine energy that we want peace. So we're going to do that spiritual shadow work. But they don't want to do it because they like what makes their flesh feel good. I feel like this divine masculine was entertaining a third party situation, whether the divine feminine knew about it or not. They end up getting caught up with this toxic woman that end up getting pregnant. Then they ass got end up getting stuck and all they do is fight and it's just a toxic ass relationship. Meanwhile, this divine masculine is stuck on divine feminine because they're calling her in. See, and they're not even praying. I feel like their way of calling in because they're obsessing over her. See, anytime you obsessing over anything, that means that your energy is, that is your intention. That's all you're doing. You're manifesting here. This is the same type of energy. They're manifesting their divine feminine back because they're obsessing. They're obsessing over the divine feminine, which is their soulmate here, their divine person here. And they're manifesting the divine feminine back. But I feel like the divine feminine moved on away from this shit. Now, all thing this divine masculine can do is try to manifest it back. And I don't feel like they're trying to. I just feel like this is what they're doing. They're thinking about divine feminine in such a way that they want to come back. But reconciliation means spirit ain't having it, and it's not going to happen anytime soon until they do some type of spiritual work here. All right. Give me some more energy for this divine masculine spirit. What's going on with this divine masculine? What they got going on in their relationship, this toxic energy spirit? What's going on with this toxic woman spirit? Clarify this toxic woman for the divine masculine. I love myself enough to know how long to hold on to or to let go. This is what this toxic woman is saying. She loves herself enough to know how long to hold on to or to let go. So maybe this toxic woman is trying to let go of this divine feminine here, divine masculine. Or maybe the spirit is telling this divine, maybe spirit is trying to talk to this toxic woman about doing some self-love. Because they keep on going back and forth. It's like a cycle here. So obviously this toxic woman does not love herself enough to know how long to hold on to or to let go because she's toxic. She don't know she needs to self-love, but she don't know her worth. It's like hurt people like to be around hurt people. Oh, this is the wrong deck. But this doesn't even go on for this. Hold on, let me try to figure this. That's for the man here. All right, give me some more energy. What's up with this toxic woman spirit? What's going on with this toxic woman spirit? I done wrote so many cards out, y'all. I can't keep up with them. What's going on with this toxic woman? She's arrogant. She's very, very arrogant. This is why she's not going to let go. This is why she's not going to let go of the divine masculines because she's arrogant. Instead of, she thinks she got it all figured out. Instead of her pulling her energy back and self-loving herself and knowing how far to go in relationships, she's not. She's arrogant. She's going to fight this person. So that's why a lot of these divine masculines are stuck with their karmics because either they're getting spell work done on them. And that's pretty much what's happening is because this person is arrogant. She's arrogant in the sense that she got a baby by this divine masculine, and I don't care how much they fight, she don't want to let him go. She don't want to let him go because she's arrogant. She's an abuser too. She's arrogant and she is an abuser here too. She likes to get physical with this divine masculine here, especially if she feels rejection here. And I think she's suffering from rejection as a child here because she's very, very toxic here. Now let's see what's up with this drug addiction here. Can I see what is going on here? What's this fighting about? What's this fighting about? Put this rejection because I feel like they fight a lot. All right, Spirit, clarify this fighting for this toxic connection, Spirit. What's going on here? Moving forward here. So you got fighting. They're fighting because someone is feeling rejected because someone wants to move forward. Like I say, this divine masculine is manifesting their divine feminine back in, but the more they try to manifest the divine feminine means the more that they're thinking about the divine feminine and the less that they're thinking about this toxic woman, whoever this toxic woman is. So what it does is it creates a negative environment and they're always fussing and fighting because the divine masculine wants to move on and it's leaving this toxic woman, which is the baby mama, feeling rejected here. It's all because but they want to leave her because she's arrogant and she's abusive. Now, she could be verbally abusive or she could be physically abusive, but they're trying to get the hell away from them because they tired of all this fighting. Oof. Now, what are they regretful for, Spirit? Clarify this regretful for the divine masculine. What are they regretful for? Show me this regretful energy for the divine masculine. Oh, excuse me, I didn't bring me nothing to drink. I had to go get some. I get to talking so fast and so much. All right, what is this? Sick from drugs here. Somebody's sick from drugs here. Like I say, someone has a drug addiction here. Clarify this regretful for this divine masculine. What are they regretful for? They're regretful for casual dating. I feel like when they were with divine feminine, they made divine feminine feel like it was just them. But all along, they were messing around casually. They weren't looking for nothing. They weren't looking for nothing serious. They were just casually dating other people for sex, I feel like. Ooh. So they're regretting this because I feel like everything that they was out there looking for, they found it in divine feminine, but because they had addictions, because they needed to heal, loss of income. So they're regretful because they done lost money with this toxic woman. This is what the divine masculine is regretting. They're regretting that they were out here casually dating anyone just for sex because whoever they were out here casually dating, which was this toxic woman, produced a baby. Excuse me. So as a result of that, now they have a loss of income because they got to pay child support. I'm telling you, now they're going to have to pay child support. So this is what they're regretting. They're regretting that they hooked up with this toxic woman. But it's pretty much what they get. I'm just saying this is a part of their... Look, everybody got to learn. Now, some people going to... lesson may be a little bit harder, but it seems like if you continue to go against the grain, then it's going to get harder and harder and harder. But I know it's hard for this divine masculine because their income is taking a plummet. Their income has tremendously dropped. All because I guarantee they're going to have to take care of this baby here. And not only are they with a toxic woman, this toxic woman is arrogant and abuses them. Anytime they want to move on or reject them because they don't want them now, it's done got real since they got a baby. It was good when they were just laying up, but now that they got a baby, they like, hell no. So now all this divine masculine does is think about divine feminine. Manifest the divine feminine. They think about how much they love divine feminine. They think about the sex of divine feminine. In fact, they're obsessing over divine feminine here. I'm telling you, they're obsessing over divine feminine here. Let me pull some of these cards here. See, they want a commitment with divine feminine, but they know divine feminine don't want that shit. Divine feminine ain't looking for that. Don't come around divine feminine with that. All right, show me some more energy for this divine masculine spirit. What are they going through here? Show me what's going on in divine masculine's life, spirit. Show me. Pull these up and I'm going to pull divine feminine's energy and see what's going on with divine feminine real quick. All right, this divine masculine is high priestess of spirit here. So I feel like this divine masculine is psychic. This person has spiritual abilities, but they're not listening to their intuition here. I feel like they're doing what they want to do because they're listening to their flesh. And as a result, they're having to pay very expensive costs here that's going to cost them. See, love. See, they're not listening to their intuition, or they wasn't listening to their intuition when it comes to love. I feel like this person, the divine feminine has their heart. This is divine feminine. Divine feminine has the divine masculine's heart locked safely, hidden. To use at divine feminine's discretion, because divine feminine might not want to be bothered with it. But I feel like this divine masculine wasn't listening to spirit talk to them about who divine feminine is and about what's real, and that's love. Because they were lusting, not loving, and it's cost them a lot. Self-worth. See, this divine masculine needs to use self-worth in their life. But it all comes from some type of trauma that they may have experienced early on, probably as a child. They don't know their worth. Most of these divine masculine, depending on your geographics, but it's pretty much the same when we're dealing with the men. We have unhealthy role models for our masculines here. So some of these masculines, truth be told, they were abused. They were abandoned. They wasn't taken care of. They wasn't properly taught. Society taught them based on what they saw. And we know that the image that's portrayed so strongly today is manipulating energy. It's like pimps up, hoes down type of energy here. There's no respect. There's no, like the old school would say some shit like their divine feminine is they real, they right. You know what I'm saying? But they don't feel like that, because I feel like they were taught. Now they could have been even molested by feminine, females around them. But it's something about them that makes them feel like they're not good enough. And they may never tell you, but you can tell how a person treats you, that something is happening in their energy. And like I said, I feel like it's something that's damaging from their childhood here that they haven't resolved, because they keep on going back to toxic people here. So that's the that's the high priestess of spirit. See, this divine masculine, I feel like it's spiritual, but they're not they're not using their higher power gifts. They're using earthly things, individuality here. I feel like this person goes along to get along. They don't know, they can't identify with who they really are. Because like I said, I feel like these divine masculines were forced into shoes to fit that even they can't fulfill. What image are you trying to project? Who are you trying to be? And if they haven't, because let's keep it real. Now, most of these relationships, they don't come out of two parent homes. It's either the mother is raising that child. Well, a mother can only do so much with her male child, because she can love him all she want to love him, but he still needs that balance. He needs that masculine teaching here, some masculine wisdom teaching, something from someone who is learned, someone who has experience, and someone who has true love and compassion for people, so that they won't be steered in the wrong direction. So I feel like these divine masculines paid attention to the dope dealers, to the F boys in the neighborhood. Some of these divine masculines grew up grew up in poverty. So quite naturally, they're going to chase the money. That that's how it is. They're going to make sure they don't ever have to suffer from that. Because just think, if you suffering in your finances as a child, it's going to affect you. Your clothes, you got to go to school. It can be damaging to you, when you're dealing with those types of things. So, I feel like in this moon energy, it's really going to trigger off this divine masculine around this time, because they're not healed. And so if they're not operating in the right type of energy, then they're only going to, it's just going to trigger them. And they're just going to be, I feel like they're going to be howling at the moon for divine feminine here. That's what they're going to be doing. They're howling at the moon. They having to face their shadow side. They're it's like their fears are coming to surface, and they have to address them, and they have to deal with them, is what I see. Because they try to run away from their feelings for divine feminine, but They always want to come back anyway. So let's see. Let's see how divine feminine is feeling here. All right, let's see. Pull the same cards here. What's going on with divine feminine, spirit? See, this divine masculine says that they're marked. They're afraid and they don't know how to love. Most of these divine feminines don't know how to love because they wasn't taught love as a child here. The sex is amazing. Let me pull some of these cards. Spell castings for divine feminine. So you have fertility. See, that's divine feminine. Divine feminine is in divine's power right now. She's full of fertile. She's full of growth. She's full of abundance all on her own. And this is not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be divine masculine and the divine feminine. But divine feminine is fertile. Divine feminine is in her power of fertility. She's still manifesting. She's still accomplishing things. She's glowing. She's abundant. You just have a bunch of beautiful energy in divine feminine's energy. See, divine feminine is doing that spiritual work, though. Divine feminine is healing. Commitment. See, divine feminine have commitment and fertility in divine feminine's energy. Now, I'm telling you, divine masculine, y'all gonna take so long, and y'all gonna come looking for y'all divine feminine, and she gonna have another man's child in her belly, is what I see. Because some of these divine feminines are lonely. They're in need of passion and attention. So somebody got a commitment coming, and this could lead, somebody gonna get your divine feminine pregnant. See? Passion. See? This is what the divine feminine put off all that time waiting on divine masculine to get their shit together, while divine feminine is over here bubbling, bubbling with love and passion. But divine feminine has a commitment coming in. And like I say, this is a very, very fertile time for divine feminine with this commitment card coming in, this passion and fertility. Some divine feminines are going to get pregnant by somebody else other than their divine masculine, because their divine masculine is taking too long and divine feminine is lonely. Divine feminine is lonely and horny. She done waited as long as she can wait for you. So look, she want to lighten her load. She about to pop. She carrying out all of that passion and all of that lust, trying to wait for you to get your shit together, and you still repeating the same old shit. Divine feminine ain't got no choice but to move on now. You forcing her hand. While all you doing is obsessing and thinking about her. You ain't making no moves, but your moves are going to be in vain if you're not healing. Dream. See, this divine feminine, all she does is dream. Her dreams become reality because she's in that fertile energy. She's manifesting things. It's not holding her back. She's moving forward. Now this divine feminine could be dreaming about her divine masculine, and she could just be dreaming about she could be having wet dreams too, because like I said, there's a lot of passion around there. But I also feel like divine feminine is connecting with her spirit guides, and the divine feminine may be having encounters in her dream with her spirit guides. They're leading her divine feminine to a commitment. I'm telling you, the spirit guides are leading the divine feminine to a commitment. See, you got this fertility. This is divine feminine. She's fertile at this time. She's very, very fertile in every area of her life because she's did that work. She has a commitment coming in. Somebody who's going to put a ring on it. Like I say, divine feminine could very well be about to get pregnant by somebody else's baby, because divine feminine is horny. She's lonely. She's waited long enough. She's done waited on your ass to get your shit together while you're around here steady screwing everybody else. She's sitting up here just leaking all on herself, trying to wait on you to get your shit right. This divine feminine is not waiting on divine masculine any longer, because it's like this divine feminine is choosing herself and her needs instead of putting her needs on the back burner, waiting on your ass to get it right. This divine feminine is moving on. I feel like your spirit guides are showing you things in your dream. I feel like this is how you get your downloads. This is why you're so abundant here. It seems like you're doing your spiritual work, so your spiritual power is going to be elevated. This is why you got the right commitment coming your way. It's because you're doing your own thing. But like I say, you're still lonely here. I still feel like the divine feminine is lonely here. I feel like you've held out with this willpower. You've held out as long as you can, but if you waiting on divine masculine, all they're going to do is just think about you and stalk you and watch you. Some of them are leaving these karmics, but some of them are afraid to come back because whatever situation they left you in is much, much worse. Like some of them got babies, extra babies. Some of them got drug addiction. Some of them are unrecognizable. Life purpose. See, this divine feminine is typed into her life purpose here. That's why she got all this fertility in her energy and the commitment, this passion. This is why she, divine feminine is knows her life purpose, because spirit guides have been dealing with you. Some of you guys are really having these dreams here. Spirit said to make sure you journal your dreams. Make sure you write them down and go back and read them, because the spirit is trying to show you some things here. Something in your life purpose is going to bring you a lot of abundance. I feel like the universe is really looking out for the divine feminine, because after all, the divine feminines are the ones who carries the baby. They're the ones that give birth. Let's just say just because they're the feminine, but they seem like they have to carry so much bigger loads here, because not only do they have to carry on with the children and everything else, but they still have to carry the burden of their divine masculine, because when you in divine connections, spiritual connections, you're going to feel their shit. And a lot of times they dump their shit off on you and they go on to someone else. Now give me one more card for divine feminine and I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. All right, spirit, show me divine feminine, spirit. What's going on with divine feminine? Transformation, see? Y'all got that Scorpio energy going on, this transformation. See, this is why divine feminine is always going to be good. Divine feminine knows how to let go of things. Even though it's not easy, the universe always protects those who try, those with good intentions, and those who have purest of hearts, those who have been broken and mistreated and done unfairly here just for the sake of love. That's who the universe is going to look out for. Divine feminine, prepare yourself, because you have a commitment coming your way. A lot of you guys are very, very fertile in every area, whether you're about to have a baby or produce a new career, new business, a new clothesline, a new opportunity is coming your way. Your passion is going to be ignited. I feel like your passion is already ignited, but if it hasn't happened, this is the energy that you can operate in. Pay attention to your dreams at this time, because spirit is showing you some things about your life purpose, the directions you need to go. So you got your spirit guides who are talking to you. You got all of this spiritual protection around you. You got a lot of spiritual protection around you. Meanwhile, it just seems like the divine masculine is just in dark energy and they're refusing to make changes here. Although they're thinking about divine feminine and they are truly in love, but at this time, love is not enough, because at this time, the divine masculine is toxic and the people around them are toxic as well. All right, well, this is what I have for you. This is a divine masculine, divine feminine reading. If this video resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye, collective.